Detoxing from perverts abuse sucks. It sucks, but it's pretty commonplace, but you got to understand, guys. I hope you understand the importance and the beauty of the Messiah. He's probably pound for pound the most talented person within any tribe, most talented individual, most intelligent, most best athlete, best defender of the innocent from the guilty. Just about anything, you name it. He's pretty talented. He's a very talented human being. Haile Selassie is vastly more talented than people really understand. You keep your talents to yourself most of the time because you don't want the people that are selfish and cocky about their talents to be mad and abuse you, like David when David sang in the streets, to inspire the people. People think it's like, and the thing about it is yeah, David is all that. David is kind. David is compassionate. David is caring. There is no strength without kindness. If there's no kindness, there's no strength. Okay. Survival of the fittest isn't strength. It destroys itself, like the dinosaurs. And you need a bit of rock, but then something's added to the primordial mix to give you a gracious good shepherd, so there's strength to maintain balance and harmony. I was out there cutting the grass, and nature balances itself. And when things get out of balance because there's no kindness of strength of kindness, nature just pretty much, the grass grows too much here, it gets dry because it's thrown out of balance because of predator, herbivore, carnivore, this, that, and fire comes from the lightning, it burns it out because it knows it needs to. Then when that fuel all burns and it cleans up, then it starts all over again. And a gracious good shepherd can go, wow, like Suzuki, and he tells me about farming. So we see a pull it, cut it, feed the other stuff, do that, don't build fire food, don't be lazy. You have to work for nature. You're literally the god of lightning and thunder, according to the other team that's in the World Cup is Norway. Okay, the one I missed. Yeah, they're playing England. Yeah, it's gonna be real hard for all sides to battle against. Well, they're playing each other though. It's France and Spain are going to knock each other off. So yeah, so far they've been the most cohesive and fluid sides in the whole tournament, even more than Argentina. And yeah, Spain and France. I think they play this coming week, and it's going to be a real good match, right? If you like soccer. Well, most of my family doesn't like soccer, so it's pretty cool. It's tolerable. I like the fact that they play, and there's hardly any commercials. You have like a hydration break, and there's no commercial. It's a fashion show, sell something, fashion show. Still, Rockefeller, he's just mean. He does not like people. And Philip Rothschild and David Rockefeller hated people. Well, they said that. They told me in Sierra Vista in my meditation and prayer, we're going to give them you, the redeemer of religion, and they're going to take fighting like hell over money with comic book debates and sales over living the truth of Jesus' sacrifice. I was like, oh, hell no. Once they understand the redemption of it and applies to physics and is scientifically valid and everything they believe in is scientifically invalid, never mind. Debating and comic book sales. Right. I like to argue with people. Why? My brother-in-law told me, I was like, why? You suck at it. I let you win. Okay. Because no harm, no foul. But it's not true. And I used to get mad at that too, because, when Corey bit him in the back, because they kept telling him that, well, Patrick got mad about it too, because Patrick's mom was a homosexual and she was going to hell. It's like, guys, there is no, oh, fuck. Hell is having to be in a room full of self-righteous people because you don't want to be fucked by a man and give birth to someone that acts like him. Why do you think Stephanie married me? Well, because she wanted a man. She wanted, if she gave birth to any child, she wanted the man to be someone like me and not someone that's God in their head. Okay. The god of thunder, burn the forest, start over, you know. And nature does that. You know, nature tears down and rebuilds depending on how out of balance the symbiotic life forms are doing down on the surface to maintain the planet. Okay, it's 2 and 2 is 4. You see it, pull it, cut it. You focus, Lord's Prayer. You focus. That's not your issue, Parsons. Okay, you know what I'm saying. So, all you video game developers out there, man, you were recruited by the perverts that sexually abused and compromised my family to try to make me look perverse, and there was no way I could stop it. It's like as soon as I found out what was going on, I had suspicions, but no one in their right mind would think, okay, this is happening. Then when you get in Sierra Vista and you're in the middle of Fort Huachuca with all the heroes with the Patriot Act, and they can see everything through every device in the home, plus they can put stuff in your home that's supposed to be there to protect children from registered sex offenders, you think, okay, well, they got this covered. No, they don't. Okay. It took me to clean it up. That's why Rockefeller and Rothschild took me to Cochise County right before All Hallows Eve, 2006. And we went in there, we were excited because there was all these mixed couple families in the nice neighborhoods trick-or-treating with their kids. Me and Amy were so excited. Look, there's a black dad with a white mom, and it's so fun. You know, we were all excited, you know, because I told her, I think it's going to be fun. I think, you know, it's an officer town, so it'll be a lot like living in an Air Force town. So I thought it was going to be real fun. And then I'm like, okay, Earl, you were in the Air Force. What happened? Panama, and Mitch and me talked about it, and we said, we're never going back again. Been down 1 time, been down 2 times. I'm just secondhand news. Yeah, they're brain chemical addicts. They think it's fun killing other people. If they're not as good at it, God didn't make them to be the god of thunder or the god of mischief. Low-key. Okay. So, you know, you're dealing with wackadoodles, man. They've been wackadoodles for a long ass time. All right. And I happen to be the standard of, you know, the best Wi-Fi in the whole world for the longest time in service of human migration to sustain itself that wasn't abused by violent people that saw themselves as God because of the... Galatle saw himself as, you know, he had visions because he's largely talking to himself. The Invincible One, Toriano. It wasn't Jack Palance and Toriano. No, it wasn't Cochise. The Invincible One is a tiny, you know, 5'2" or 5'4" man named Tishna. Okay. Fun. Okay. He's Mescalero and Chiricahua. Okay. He's cross-mogenated. You know, like King David and Moses and so on, and me, so on, so on and so forth, you know. Of the 4 that you know, the 4 that I know who would you have me killed to be just but one, right? You've been this way my whole life, yes. Okay. And life's eternal and grace is infinite. Ooh, yeah. You know. Guys, Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden to get away from their tribes that fought with each other, you know, running bear and little light dove. She's brown, he's black. Do you understand? Okay. Their tribes fought with each other. She's lighter than him. They migrated away. He's from the people that stayed, but he left because they were wrong. Maria. The most beautiful sound I've ever heard. Maria, 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 Maria. Right. Now, guys, I don't get stupid about any people that they use to head fuck me. If that's your holy grail waiting at the end of the rainbow, I don't get stupid about that. I wasn't stupid about it when it happened. I was 4 years old when they did it to me. I can just one thing. Antoine LaVey, Michael Kano are I don't know if they're all business partners. So they're as pathetic as Ezra Taft Benson and, you know, yeah. Okay, all you Machiavellis out there. Yeah. All you Solomon Rushdies out there. They're as pathetic as Ezra Taft Benson, Spencer J. Kimball, and that we choose the right way to home invade through linguistics and money. You're right. You know, forgive debt and trespass, love one, eternal faithful peace. They're still not doing it. So, the righteous and the faithful working through early bird in this office chair, rescued from Mariposa, okay, and this Samsung Galaxy 10, rescued from Walmart in January 2012, 20, I think, was when I bought it. I'm not sure. I can't tell you for sure. I don't have an eidetic Sheldon memory. No. No, I have a memory that's amazing. Okay. But I don't remember every detail. I'm not the type of person to tell, throwing the French toast away because today's oatmeal day. Not that type of person, right? So I don't have that same regimen, where I know everything because if something went completely out of whack, out of my schedule. That's how he does that. That's how he has a brain that can sit there and go, you said blah, 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 because everything else in the day was, okay, it was Thursday, it was oatmeal day, you see what I'm saying? So everything else was right the way it should be. Then when something goes outside of his egocentric, you did a pinky swear with the thing with Priya. Okay, so you see what I'm saying? Something that's totally outside of his realm of concern or stuff, he can tell you exactly what you said, when you said it, and how you said it. It's a brain. It works pretty good. Yeah. So, that's what he does. But with me, man, here's what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. That's not true. They think that. But the thing is truth is truth and lie is lie. So why do I, my poor ex-wife, besides you and you, is there anything else that you want to talk about? I don't care who Kim Kardashian is having sex with. No. Courtney, no. Chloe, no. Chris, no. Kylie, no. Kendall, no. Okay. None of the above aforementioned women are having sex with me. Okay? And all I care about when it comes to sex is that she's healthy and she's happy. And she has a faithful man that loves her. Okay? And if they don't care about that, I don't care to know. Right? Forgive debt and trespass, love one, tell faithful peace, that. Boom, boom, right? And so that's it. Right? So I don't care who Anna Nicole Smith is having sex with. I don't care who Janet Jackson is having sex with. I don't care who Toni Braxton's having sex with. I don't care if who any of them are pretending to have sex with for Tyler Perry movies. I don't give a shit. Okay? I don't care. That shit is fucked up. I don't want to hear about it. My mom, the lady that raised my Amy Sue, she's a gossip and destroys people's lives with gossip. She wouldn't have liked my mom. And my mom and her wouldn't have gotten along. Amy would have adored my mother. My mom, don't gossip. Okay. My mom would tell you right to your face, that's fucked up and you need to quit. Like me. That's why Michelle liked me so much. Or my mom had passed away before Michelle, but yeah, I was the part of Michelle that was, that's fixed. I'm not an opinion person. It's the truth. You need to quit doing that. Okay. You're going to stop. That's a child and you need to quit. Okay. You talk about Demi's forehead one more time, I want to bounce your forehead off the fucking sidewalk and then we'll see how big, everybody's going to think you have elephantitis. Okay. You leave that little girl alone. She's adorable. And certain times where she smiles, she looks just like her mommy. and you want to cry. You look just like Michelle there. Oh my gosh, so pretty. And you start crying. Yeah. And there are times you look at her, and she's just like Demont. Demont was charming and funny enough to get Michelle to have his baby. Okay, so knock it off. It happens. Okay. But guys, who's standing up for the Lord's Prayer, assholes? Me. Don't you look at me so smugly and say that I'm always bad. Who are you to judge me and the life that I've lived? I know that I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be God. But there's a man like Job. Let them all pass on their dirty remarks. There is one question I really love to ask. Is there a place where he was doing his best? The marijuana didn't help at all. No, fuck no, it doesn't help at all. Morphine? Try talking to anybody about anything coherent when they have to have morphine to stop the pain from being poisoned by perverts. It's really hard to do. Don't take your love away from me. If you do, then I'll be blue. But breaking up is hard to do. Remember when you held me tight? And you held me all through the night. And I love Lenny Welch. No, I know Sedaka wrote it, okay, but have you heard Lenny Welch sing it? I think he was thinking Neil Sedaka sing. Yeah, he sings it better than me. Yeah, I knew Neil Sedaka would be gracious enough to say, oh yeah, Lenny Welch's best was just beautiful, pristine. Oh, gosh. I mean, every time you hear Since I Fell For You, you're like, holy cow, that's really freaking good. It's so freaking good. I can only stand it. Serious. It is so good. And the way he expresses it with it's bringing a tear, like Jay Sly says in his "Everything Is All Good," and I was bringing a tear, you know. Well, I guess I'll never see the light. I get the blues most every night since I fell for you. Not as good as Lenny, but I try. Better than David Bowie and Mick Jagger singing "Dance to the Street." Oh, you bet your ass. I will bet. I will bet my make believe assets on that. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. That was better trying to sound like Lenny Wilch singing "Since I Fell for You" than just. Please play Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, and don't let Bowie and Jagger ever circulate that song again. Please, Dirty Water people, please. I don't want to hear the Beastie Boys again. You don't want to go. Well, then forgive debt and trespass, love one, turn faithful peace, give everybody promised land, and don't send those kids to school in the school bus. They're obnoxious. They'll be mean to the other kids. No, that's not true. That's not true. They're just saying you got to fight for your right to party. Guys, the only right you have to party is to repartee with kindness, fun. Nobody will cut anybody's nose. No one will drink Tiswin and beat their wife, so on and so forth. What if the bitch is fucking someone else? Then she's no longer your wife. And you're a free agent again. You're going to play for the Golden State Warriors or the New York Knicks? You're funny. I know. Let's go on one more time. Oh, I guess I'll never see the light. I get the blues most every night since you fell for the devil's money games. Since I fell for you. Yeah, you took away my happy home. You chose. That's what made me mad about Devil Woman. I don't know if Marty Robert or not. I was like, wait, what do you mean, Devil Woman, you're evil? Like the Dorco, like the Winds of Place. Okay, you should say, stupid penis, don't talk to me. Stupid penis, let me be. Leave me alone, I'm going back home. Mary's waiting and weeping down in our shack by the sea. Even after I tried to be a dick disease, that crazy woman's still in love with me. Stupid penis, it's over. Trapped by your dumbass, your capacity not to think. You're such a dink dumbass. You stink. Fucking don't stick it in women's poo-poo holes and then try to outfuck Will Chamberlain. Oh, stupid penis, don't bother me. Do you understand? I'm just fixing the lyrics. I'm better than Cruella de Vil. And the rest of you, by all means, go at a glacially pace. Let's do that. Let's slow down to a point where we have a little nice ice age here to, not have Snowpiercer, because that's kind of propaganda sucks. Okay, and help restore the ecosystem, And then we'll get woolly mammoths going through across Mongolia and across Siberia. No, let's not push it that far. But, we'll find something, some way, somehow, together. We'll find a way. We'll find a new way of living. We'll find a way of forgiving. Somewhere, memory, I'm a cat singing on a fence. The cats are in a good mood. Well, Dad, I told you, we took him in. Dad picked him up and moved him into the studio because it's like a patio and you can see all around. But the air conditioner's coming through because Butters wasn't making it. He's getting sick. It was hot, under the patio. It's in the shade and everything like that. But he had the runs and he was terrible. And Element is always cranky. He's going to be cranky even when we get him out of there. Could you put more of the cat treats? Put him down. Chintzy motherfucker. You only put 6 down. I only put 4 for Butters. He didn't touch them. That means you get 10 because he ain't going to touch them. Okay. He doesn't. What? And Element looks at him like, you serious? This shit is damn good, Joe. Okay. Butters like, I just don't feel well. I think once he gets used to the place and can get out of the cage and lay in the shade and just come up and go, That's a spot, man. There's no answer? No, cool. All right, I'm going to eat the food. I'm going to drink the water, and then I'm going to go lay in the shade and hope a bird is stupid. It happens. There's always stupid birds. It happens. Okay. But most of them want to be celebrities. Politicians are celebrities or morons. Okay, most of them want to be celebrities. Right, okay. What about the people and, video game developers and spyware they're insane. Let's not give them the kindness of being stupid. Okay. Oh, he's right. Lord's Prayer is perfect. There you go. But most of the stupid people don't realize that. How it applies in physics. How does it? Evil people, it doesn't apply in physics. He's just saying that I want to feel powerful by invading your home and gaining sexual access to people I couldn't gain sex with, but I even feel more powerful when I'm manipulating them sexually with money, and I can do anything I want with their lives and totally destroy them if they don't obey my greatness. I am Sheldonopolis, and there's my Dogopoulos. Right? And you're like, fuck, they're crazy. Well, I didn't know. When they took me to Sierra Vista, the only thing I knew for sure when they took me to Sierra Vista, okay, because I was surrounded by challenge. Oh, god dang, it's a Scientology movie. And I'm sitting there, right, and the only thing I knew for sure was one of my favorite songs by Baseline when I was a kid is That Is So Not True. Okay, bum, bum, bum. Anybody else like it? It's a really good tune. Randy Crawford. You ought to go listen to Randy Crawford sing it because Randy has a better voice than Robert Palmer. And I like Robert Palmer, but Randy's voice is like, I love that woman's voice. And then and then a kiss, and then go listen to her sing Street Life with the Crusaders and you will be hooked. And then you can listen to Wrap You Up and she's got her songs, they're very 80s in musical styling, so it's like, what a waste of a perfectly good voice. She should have sampled the Nancy Wilson and Ella Fitzgerald tunes with an orchestra that was like, with a voice like Ella's ringing out, there's no way the band could lose, you can feel it all over, right? But the line in Every Kind of People is every man's the same, he wants the sunshine in his name. That's not true. Somebody's looking for a lead or a duty to his king or to his creed, and that's not true either. Okay. Some people are so selfish and so egocentric that the sun rises and sets on their ass, but it doesn't because they're too intelligent to accept those fucking Irish limericks about the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, but they can get everybody else to accept it and then buy their technology and then fuck them in the head with their linguistics. Yeah, they're insane. And you're like, I'd said boule. Okay. We've talked about it, and I feel you're already mine. I have that on MP3. Yeah. Anybody else like that song a lot? People always telling me you're a user. I don't care what you do to them. Just be good to me. Be good to me. Be nice to me. Anybody else particularly fond of the SOS Band? I like the SOS Band very much. Maybe we can do it. Take the time, do it right. Very good song. But I also like Weekend Girl, which is a good one too. There's another one. I can't remember what it is. But I like it a lot too. And I'm particularly fond of the SOS Band. Is anybody else? You don't have to have the same opinion as me. You're entitled to your opinion when it comes to liking the SOS Band or not to liking the SOS Band. But if you're liking the SOS Band, that would show that you have good dance taste. Because the beat is going, and the bass is really good there, yeah. Anybody else liking it? She has a good voice. The lead singer, she has a very good voice. So, hey, but that's not solely my opinion. Is it as good as Lenny Welch's? I think even she would say, oh man, that man's voice, that's a spot right there. Oh, since I fell for you, I like. Are you sincere? Yes, I sincerely loved your voice. Okay, do you understand? Okay. When you say you love me, and can my ear believe? Yeah. Good stuff, right? Okay. But we forgive debt and trespass, love one eternal faithful peace. Public domain, there it is. You're sitting in your house, it didn't cost you a red dime or a penny, or a silver dime. Is it copper? You doesn't have like this dime. I don't know. Is it nickel or? I don't know. Do you care? No, not really. Silver? No. That's Queen of Silver Dollar. Who sings that before Emmylou Harris? I'm about to go look that up. When we're done here, I'm gonna go look that up. Go look up the Queen of Silver Dollar. She's the Queen of Silver Dollar. She rose. Emmylou sings a lot of songs. She sings her real well. So you're like, oh, who sang that before Emmylou? When I Stopped Dreaming, I think that was the Roy Acuff song. Did Roy Acuff sing it first? Making Believe? Was that also Roy Acuff? Nobody sings them better than Emmylou, though. You could sing them as... I don't know if you could even sing them as good. Okay? Serious. No. Emmylou singing Making Believe and When I Stopped Dreaming. Okay? That woman's voice is very good. And so when she sings it, it's very good. It's my favorite. Okay, the Poncho and Lefty album and stuff, my two favorites are the two Roy. I think they're both Roy Acuff songs. I'm not sure, don't quote me, boy, because I ain't said shit, but it's possibly so much, very so thinking so. The Carter Family song, I also like too, that she sings with Nick. We all talked about Nicolette Larson, you know that. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, so, yeah. Nicolette Larson, hey, you can have really bad taste and not like Nicolette Larson. Yeah, so what if the backup vocals would suck for Say You Be Mine by Christopher Cross if they didn't have Nicolette Larson? Yeah, so what? There is no vocals on that. Okay. Unless you're scat singing it. What are Patrick's favorites? To go cruising in Mesa, Arizona too. Yeah. So What and All Blues. Or is that Freddie Freeloader? No, Freddie Freeloader. That's Freddie Freeloader. All Blues is I ain't heard him a long ass time. Maybe I don't have him on my MP3. That's crazy. Not having So What and All Blues and Freddie Freeloader on my MP3. That's crazy. Oh my gosh, I haven't heard them forever. I think it's just NASA's crazy. I will get my blue MP3 and sit there and say, the Miles Davis, look, there they are. Why do you not play them for me? I'm a very mad cat stuck in a cage. Element is going to go at you. Element. Ernie. Ellie. I call him Ellie. Ellie Mae's mad little cat brother. That's what you is. You Ellie Mae's mad little cat brother. Well, you're Blondie. He's funny. He's got that little look like a little, he looks like a lioness. Puts his ears back when you're talking about him and listens to you. You're talking about me. Of course I'm talking about you. I'm still going to give you attitude till you stop talking about me. I'm not talking behind your back. Yes, they are. Why do you think my ears are turning back? That's because you won't look me in the face. Every time you look me in the face, you go... My dad, you need to adjust your attitude. I just sit there and laugh at him now. I don't laugh like, I just tell him, you have the worst breath. You should not in front of people because you have very bad breath. It must be a tabby orange cat thing. They have the hound breath of, as Steffi used to call it, hound breath. They got hound breath. It's like, whew. You should not talk to people. When talking to people, you should make sure that you have the courtesy to be at least 3 to 4 feet away from them. When they get too close, just look at them and say, I'm about to talk to you. Oh shit, I'll back up. Your breath be stinking, man. Okay, it's okay. Oh yeah, your breath be stinking. I'm gonna step off. Chronic halitosis, kitty. That's what I'm gonna call you is halitosis. That's our cat, halitosis. What are you talking about? Have them catch you. Oh, I get it. Okay, thank you. Wow. Are there any products recommended by dentists that I could give to this cat? You're funny. I recommend that you buy into the industry that I worked for 12 years to be a part of. Okay. Let's skip all the bullshit because most of you really don't know how to need to take English literature, mathematics, history. We'll just make you a tech. This is a tooth tech. Tooth tech. Got problems with your teeth? He will tech your teeth. Oh, okay. You don't need to learn about literature. You don't need to learn about math and or science. You're dumb as a box of rocks. You still think money is real, and you still think you need to torture people through toxic environments to tooth tech them. What the hell's wrong with you? I don't know. I think I'm a personal injury lawyer in El Paso. They have them in Las Cruces. Well, they have crappy lawyers in Las Cruces. But a lot of nice secretaries. That one lady on Maine, she was so sweet. I was talking shit about him. She's sitting there just laughing. A bunch of turds. She's like, I know I'm their secretary. My mom was too. Frank Chavez. Oh, yeah, he's legendary for being a bigoted Spanish ass to all Mexicans in Doña Ana County. Yeah. Married a white girl who was very sweet. It reminded you of, with shorter hair, but reminded you of, Judy reminded you of Gidget, Sally Field. Yeah. Mom really she loved Judy. That's why I had to go have play dates with Rand. But Rand was the chip off the old block. So it was torture being around Frank. He was a pompous, arrogant, elitist ass. And Judy was a sweetheart, but why'd you go around secretly? It's, city girls just seem to find out early, She said she'd married her attorney, kept her warm and safe and dry. What is like she said she loved the man, but she didn't like to lie. Yeah. Guys, love, in order to love and be loved in return, the greatest thing you'll ever learn, you have to live truthfully. And when you live truthfully, you have to understand that all strength comes from kindness, caring, empathy, respect. Okay? And then intelligence is a derivative of love. Right, Natalie? I love you. Everybody repeat after the toddler. After me. Everybody. Even Ray Lewis, Terrell Suggs, Isaac Bruce, Mike Singletary. Okay, repeat. Now, everybody in your best natty voice. Don't half-ass it. Let the children know you care. Like Quilica, right? Ready? I. Okay, ready? Everybody repeat. I. Gas. I. Like you're doing Bobby's World? Okay. Like you're Howie Mandel on crack. Not crack, but try your best. Okay. Now, love. Okay, not love. With a fluff. Come on. Come on. Ray! Come on, you're not even fucking trying. Terrell, smack him in the back of the head. You're from Phoenix. You know what it's like to live in a microwave. Smack him. Kids don't need to live in a microwave. Okay. There, that's better. Okay. You. That's better. You. The real exuberance. You. And then you point at the you that you're saying it to. You. I love you. Okay. Now, Mama Lucky, give the toddler some dark chocolate syrup and some milk. Now. Money's not real. You don't have to worry about it for it. Just make sure that all children that are not lactose intolerant and enjoy chocolate have their Sirwana moment. Alrighty then. Okay, guys. I love you, man. You're funny. Trust me, I know. These are the most educational and intelligent videos made available to the public, not just in Los Estados Unidos. It goes for you little peckerwoods in Japan and China, abusing your eternal faithful fathers with your stupid science projects and your stupid computer programmer coder toter toady totes and tutor pooter toots. You can't even brain farts every time you open up your mouth. You need to go talk to Ellie Mae's brother with oh man, halitosis. Why, you should name that cat halitosis. That's his nickname. Okay, guys, I love you. Element. His best element? I have chronic halitosis that keeps you away from my cage. Okay, I love you guys, all right? Hey, I'm looking forward to when they get out of the cage, because, even if Dad, I said, even if you paid $40 for them to run to try find another place to live to be free, it is what it is. I love you, all right? Peace out.